What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Hammer Dance YouTube channel. Today we're working on a video that you guys have actually been asking me for like 6 months at this point. So I've been using a single PC setup for quite some time. I used to use dual PC. After the RTX cards came out, I kind of stopped, went back to single PC. It was just simpler. With Warzone, it's a little less optimized, so I'm gonna go back to using a dual PC setup, and that's what this video is gonna be about today, guys. I'm going to show you from start to finish how you hook up your dual PC setup and configure it with the GoXLR to get your stream up and running. But before we jump into that, guys, let's give a shout out and a thank you to the sponsor for today's video, Owned.tv. Owned.tv is the place to go, guys, if you're looking for some fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook gaming, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're just looking to pick up some new alert graphics. Don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You can find single graphics such as alerts, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about most of these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you can change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you guys are looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. Alright, guys, so let's dive in. We're going to start from the beginning. I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, but by the end of this video, you should know how to hook up your dual PC setup and configure it with your GoXLR. Let's go. Alright, so as you guys can see here, the first thing we have to do is install our capture card, which right here we're using the Elgato HD60 Pro. That's going to go into a PCI Express slot on our motherboard right next to our graphics card, so I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so we got all of our cables open. The first thing we need to do is run an HDMI cable from the graphics card in our gaming PC to the capture card in port on the streaming PC. So we're going to do that now. Alright, so HDMI cord has been run from the gaming PC to the in port on the capture card in the streaming PC. So what we're doing is we're basically running an audio cable from the line out on the GoXLR to the line in on the streaming PC. Right? And then we're running a cable from the line out on the streaming PC to the line in on the GoXLR. That's what's going to allow us to hear the alerts and stuff if you get a follow or a sub or donation or whatever while you're streaming. So we're going to hook that stuff up now. Alright, so as you guys can see here, we have our audio cables ran through down to the streaming PC, which is under here. Don't mind the cable management. I have to constantly tear apart my setup to do things for you guys, so it's impossible for me to keep this neat. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump to the screen itself, and I'm going to show you guys how to get your audio and video over to the streaming PC. Alright guys, first things first. So right now we're on the gaming PC. I don't have a camera because I obviously plugged in my Canon, the DSLR camera that I use for streaming and recording videos. It's now plugged into the streaming PC. So we're on the gaming PC right now. All right, so what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna pull up your GoXLR app here, and we're gonna route the audio to our streaming PC right now. So we're gonna go to the routing tab. And basically what's happening here is the line out, remember we plugged that line out cord from the GoXLR into the line in on the streaming PC. So right now we have nothing being routed to that line out port. So no sounds, nothing is being sent over to the streaming PC. So it's as simple as doing this. So we have our microphone, what I'm talking to you guys with right now. We want that to go to our streaming PC. We're going to check that in the line out box. Now our microphone is being sent through that cord over to the streaming PC. We want the same thing for chat. This is my Discord. We want that to be sent as well. Boom. You just hit that box. Music, boom, hit that box. And then system is just my system sounds. So that is how we're going to do it. You're going to route your mic, your chat, your music, whatever else you have going on. I have mic, chat, music, and my system sounds, which is basically my game sounds. I don't use a game channel because I have a mini GoXLR. Now that stuff is all being routed to the line out port on the GoXLR, which is then being sent to the streaming PC. So you check mic, chat, music, system, boom. Now all that audio should be sent over to the streaming PC. You're probably wondering, okay, cool. Now how do we get video over to the streaming PC? It's very simple as well. So we're going to close out of our GoXLR app, minimize it to the tray, right click on your desktop, go to display settings. Now we show our monitors here. So I have my 3 monitors on my gaming PC. I have 4, 1, and 3. And then 2, you see this little monitor here. This is that HDMI cord that we ran from our gaming PC to the Elgato capture card that's in the streaming PC. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to clone our main display and send that to the capture card so that the streaming PC can pick it up. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to make sure we have our main display selected actually. And we're going to scroll down. And right here where it says extend it, we're going to click on that and we're going to duplicate it on the number of the display that the Elgato capture card is. So if we look up here, it's 2. So I want to duplicate 1 and 2. Hit keep changes. So might flash out for a second there, but it should be okay. So now what we're doing is everything that's on this screen here, this main screen, which is where I'll be gaming and doing all that stuff, will be duplicated over to the Elgato capture card. Now let's jump over to the streaming PC and open up OBS and pull this information on that side. All right, so this is going to look a little wonky to you guys because we are capturing the display here. We are now on the streaming PC. So what we're doing right now is I'm going to show you guys how to pull that video from your gaming PC. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to sources. You're going to click add source, and you're going to want to click video capture device. We're going to name this gaming PC. And then we're going to want it to be the Game Capture HD60 Pro, which is our capture card in our streaming PC. Remember, we ran that HDMI from the gaming PC through to the streaming PC. So now, as you guys can see here, this is our gaming PC that we're now capturing. I'm going to set that to custom resolution, 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, buffering, we're going to disable for now, and hit OK. So now what you guys are seeing on the screen here is my gaming PC being cloned onto my streaming PC. So as you can see here in the sources, if I minimize that, this is our gaming PC. So if I hit this little eyeball, it'll make it visible and it'll cover our display capture on our streaming PC, just like that. All right, so for the purpose of the rest of this, I need to hide that because we don't want to show the gaming PC yet. I want to show you guys how I get the audio over from the gaming PC through the GoXLR into the streaming PC. So you remember we went on the GoXLR app, we routed our audio. We just need to take that in on this end. So what we're going to do is go to settings. We're going to go to audio, and in here, this is all we have to do. You can disable everything else here. Everything can be disabled. You want one microphone audio device, and that's going to be your line in. Remember, we ran that cable from the line out on the GoXLR to the line in on our streaming PC. So now it's going to be considered a microphone device. You're going to choose line in. You're going to hit apply and OK. And now everything that we have going on our gaming PC will now shoot over to our streaming PC via that one audio cable we ran. All right, now you're probably asking, okay, how do I get my camera? So what we're going to do here is we're going to do this again. We're going to right click. We're going to click add another video capture device. This is going to be called camera. And we're going to switch this to the cam link. All right, so there you have it, guys. That's how you get your camera over to your streaming PC as well. I'm sorry, the lighting is not too good. I'm just facing a different way right now, trying to just configure the streaming PC for you guys so you guys can see. So that's how you get your camera, your video, and your audio over to your streaming PC. Now, keep in mind, I do have my camera plugged directly into my streaming PC. You're not going to want to run your camera through your gaming PC and then send that over. You will have latency issues. So make sure your streaming camera is plugged directly in to your streaming PC, preferably into a USB 3.0, or if you're using a DSLR and a cam link. But that's really it, guys. That's how you do it. That's how you get all that stuff over to your streaming PC. Now you can go ahead and set up your scenes and your sources accordingly. I will be coming out with a 2020 OBS Masterclass series that's in the works right now. So keep on the lookout for that. I will be going into all the nitty gritty of OBS, showing you guys the interface, how to set up scenes, how to set up sources, widgets, all that good stuff, some tips and tricks. that I use. But yeah, so for the purposes of this video, that's how you do it. That's how you get all that stuff over to your streaming PC to set up your dual PC setup. I hope that this was a big help. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found this very helpful and I answered all your questions, and you can now set up your dual PC stream. If there's any questions that you guys still have, feel free to drop them down in the comments below this video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me out, lets me know that you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to come hang out with us on my live stream, I stream on Twitch Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern times, and sometimes on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. But all right, guys, I hope this was a big help for you. You guys have been asking for it for quite some time. That's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.